Hi everyone, Coach Tiffany here. So I hope this doesn't go very long. I am a little scatterbrained. As you can see, I look a little tired. And I just kind of have a lot in my brain right now. So fingers crossed that I can keep this focused and short. So I like to post on Monday just a little bit of inspiration, and today I'm just feeling so grateful for our community and for the community that I have outside of this group, my friends and family, and a community that I am also part of, the Community of Recovery. And so I got to go to a conference called She Recovers this last week. I was there from Wednesday through late last night. I flew in home around 10 o'clock last night. And with my good friend Olivia, who's on here as well, we had a great time. And for me, connecting with people is really what fills me up and really brings me it's like sustenance for me, right? And so that's one of the reasons I so appreciate this group and all of the engagement. And I really, truly believe that we can, we can help each other grow in ways that we can't grow alone. And so that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about this group. I feel like everybody has been really engaged and participating. And so I want to thank you all for that. One of the things we're going to start doing for our really engaged members is kind of choosing a deserving woman of the week. So somebody just hopped on. I don't know. I can't see who it is. I don't know how other people figure that out. Oh, wait, it's Emily. Hi. I see your picture just flashed up. So hello. Hi, dear. So I'm talking about community. So I was just at a conference for a recovery conference called She Recovers from Wednesday through Sunday, and it was amazing. I want to talk a little bit about community, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about boundaries. So I'm going to try to be focused, but the struggle is real today for sure. So so I feel like we can really support each other in ways that we can't get, alone, right? We can do all of the personal growth and development work we want, but having other people in our lives that even just, say things in a way that's slightly different, that maybe we haven't heard them before. It might make a connection in your brain, right? Or spark an idea or a feeling. And so, we can support each other in ways that we can't get otherwise. And so that's what I'm really loving about this group is all the engagement. So we're going to start choosing a deserving woman of the week. And a deserving woman is just someone who, first of all, many of you know I've written my Womanifesto, and I believe that each and every one of you are worthy of love and respect no matter what. And so you deserve that love and respect from yourself, from your family and friends and your community. But, we do have to give that to ourselves first, right? Anyway, so I want to honor at least one person in the group. I think I'm going to do it weekly. This is just an idea that we've come up with this morning. Cassie, who's my great support person, help me kind of develop the idea. So it'll be evolving. But I want to highlight one person each week who has been really involved in the group, who clearly has a dedication to her own personal growth and development and her own wellness and is ready to make that a priority, and who is doing some amazing things in the world. I was looking through the group members, and each and every one of you is doing something that I have a lot of respect for. And so that's another reason that I just am so thankful for this community, that we have really an amazing group of women that I'm just in awe of. So I want to highlight someone each week and kind of show you all what I love about them and what I feel like they are. Oh, good. Emily likes the idea. I love it. What they're doing in the world, because it's that ripple effect, right, that I do talk about in the Womanifesto. When we are able to care for ourselves and love ourselves on the deepest level, our impact in the world is greater. And so, that's something that just blows my mind when I look at what people are accomplishing out in the world and their effect that they can have. So my goal is to help each woman kind of like obsess about food less, feel better about their self-care, like make themselves a priority, right? So that then they can have the energy and the stamina they need and the focus that they need to go out and do even more in the world, or do what they're really meant to be doing, or crush what they're doing. So we're going to be highlighting people in the group. And so definitely, stay engaged, stay involved. I'll reach out to you each personally before highlighting you, so it won't be just like a shock that, I've written things about you in the group or something. But yes, we'll be doing that. So I'm excited about that. And gosh, this conference this weekend was just it was so wonderful and really filled me up. We had Cheryl Strayed came and spoke. We had Janet Mock, who, if you don't know who that is, she is a leader in the trans community and extremely well spoken and just an amazing person. And she has actually 2 books that I can't wait to read. And we had Tara Moore come, who is talking about playing big. And so you probably see some quotes from her coming up in the group as well, because I was so impressed with her and her book, Playing Big. I'll be reading that book as well. And we had, some of you saw I got to meet the Manny, right, on This Is Us. That was great. He would just happen to be there for a TV thing. And so we got to take selfies with him. But anyway, it was a great weekend full of amazing, mostly women, and then a few beautiful men, right? So yeah, I come back feeling very changed. There were so many women there who were writers and authors and who had their own podcasts and who were just doing really transformative things in the world. And it was wonderful to soak it all up. It was, however, also exhausting, right? And I went with my friend Liv, who she and I really spent a lot of time being conscious of our energy levels, of, like our ability to stay engaged, noticing. She's more introverted than I am, but we both, are pretty sensitive to like energies and emotions and all of that. And so, we both had to really be intentional with how much rest we needed and what would work for us. And so I feel like we did a great job of communicating that and having boundaries with each other, with ourselves, with the groups, letting people know like, oh, I'm going to go sit this one out. I'm not feeling that. I think I need to rest for a little while. There were some, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the women of the Unruffled podcast. They were there and they were just the greatest. And we totally wanted to spend more time with them. And they had invited us to something and it was like, I really want to do that. But we were both really tired. And so we had to say, not this time. And so that's really challenging, right? When you want to do all the things. And I know a lot of the ladies in this group want to do all the things. But, not respecting our energy level can really create a storm with food. And so this is where boundaries come in. And one of the women I met there, Veronica, she's amazing. She has a podcast called Soberful. She was a counselor in England and came to the U.S. and is sober and mentors women who are trying to get sober, and she's just an amazing person. Anyway, I listened to her thing on boundaries today, and her thing was to say what you mean what you say, and say it without being mean. And I really was like, that's a great way to sum it up. So basically saying what you mean and meaning what you say. So if someone's like, hey, I really want you to come to this thing. And you're like, yeah, that's great. I'll be there. And then you don't show, right? Because you really needed to rest. Like they might feel really hurt by that. And you might feel guilty and ashamed and have all these other emotions rather than just saying, oh, kind of like we had to with the wonderful Unruffled ladies, saying, we would really love to do that, but we need to rest. And, or just simply saying, oh, I can't, I'm not available, or that won't work for me. I'm not going to be able to make it. You don't have to qualify with why. And I think people really respect it when you just say what you mean. And, so anyway, so those are some tidbits. I don't want to go on for too long, but basically, the point today is building community is so valuable, and I so appreciate this. And for me, it is sustenance, but I also need rest. I need to feed myself really well and take care of myself. So making that the priority and then having boundaries that supports that, and then still being able to engage in community can make it so much more fulfilling. And, I've already kind of bounced back. I was really tired last night. As some of you saw on my personal page, that the woman next to me was very fidgety. And I was so tired, and I didn't have the ability to kindly say to her, I need you to stop moving, right? So I wasn't, so Veronica's rule, I wasn't able to say it without kind of being weird about it or grumpy about it. And so I physically put up some boundaries, right? Like I put in headphones, I turned this direction, I read a book, I kind of curled up with a blanket. And at one point I even kind of put blinders on a little bit and just like rested this way so that just to put up like a physical boundary. And it was a short flight and it was fine. And I'm sure she was just feeling anxious. She had a daughter with her on the other side that was actually doing the same thing. So, clearly that's kind of how they cope with the anxiety. And, today I got some rest, and today I'm able to just laugh about it and, ready to go into my week. But, I do also want to just spend a minute talking about the food piece. So, I feel really glad. My friend Liv and I, we made an intention to, we got a car. We stopped on our way from the airport to the Airbnb and got food. And then we had stayed in an Airbnb so we could cook food for ourselves. So we cooked several meals. We were really good about choosing restaurants that worked for both of us. And then, there were some times I ended up going to the hotel restaurant and getting a breakfast rather than doing the smoothie bar because the smoothie bar, it was just pretty much there wasn't any protein in it or any fat in it. And so it was just going to spike my blood sugar. So, having boundaries around that piece and letting people know this, this restaurant won't work for me. Or when we went to one dinner that was just, it was so many amazing women at this dinner. They were kind of group ordering. So this one person was just ordering a bunch of little plates, which was absolutely beautiful. And some of the meal pieces were delicious, but a lot of them I couldn't partake in because, gluten, I don't eat gluten because I have an autoimmune condition that causes me to have a lot of pain when I eat gluten. And so I just said to everyone I have special food needs. And so I need to order something separately. Right. So that was another way that I put up boundaries, and all of the women, fortunately, were really receptive. They all, we were in LA, they get it, but it can be, more challenging than that. I think when you're working with your family or with people who are really ingrained in doing things a certain way, they're really used to it being, grandma always makes lasagna or something like that, right? And so in the coming weeks, as we get closer to the holidays, there'll be more conversation. I'll be posting more about what to do in those situations when that there's going to be pressure to eat something that doesn't agree with your body or that doesn't feel good to you. And maybe there's going to be not as much food available as you need or with the kind of food that you need, or just simply something that's not satisfying to you. So how to navigate those situations. One of the things I'm really excited about is starting in October, I'm going to be enrolling people in my fall cohort. And that's going to be the one-on-one coaching program with me. But I've also included a group component because of that sense of community and how important that is. And so in that group, we'll be doing monthly Zoom calls in addition to the one-on-one sessions with me. And then we'll be having a fall meal and or fall winter meal and then a spring meal. So quarterly meals together. And at the fall winter meal, we'll be having a Thanksgiving style meal, but done more paleo style. So really, really healthful and nourishing, but also delicious and satisfying and beautiful. And then at that meal, we'll discuss how to navigate the holidays in a way that honors your needs and your wellness, but also, how to have boundaries around, if you show up at the family meal and someone comments on your weight, right? What do you do about that? Or if you say I'm not gonna, no bread roll for me. And someone's like, oh, come on, these are your favorite. I made these just for you. These are the special, whatever, right? How to handle that, or how to handle it when, you're going to somebody's house and nothing they make is going to work for you, right? So how to how to navigate bringing your own special dishes or what you can contribute to a meal, what pieces you can pick out, and how to kind of navigate all of that while still enjoying and celebrating the holidays with your friends and family, and when to splurge, right? When is it worth it? So kind of having these internal and external boundaries with yourself and with other people, and still making your health and your wellness a priority while celebrating and enjoying that sense of community, how to still feel a part of. So anyway, I'm so happy that you came on today. If you're watching on the replay, please, post a hello so we know you're here. I'd love to hear from you on what community means to you. Maybe a little bit about your energy level, like what works for you. Are you introvert, extrovert? And if you can kind of go a little further with that, like how do you protect your energy level and your needs, and also your food needs when you're in a group setting or in a challenging setting. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I am going to be a little bit less active over the next couple days. I'm going to take some time off because I've just been on for, many days in a row. Need to recharge and digest everything that I've learned at the conference, and kind of be intentional with my energy that way. So, but I'll still be around. So, keep the conversations going, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Oh, P.S. If you are interested in the cohort, I do actually still have some Nourish You sessions, and I'm just doing that through the month of, through the end of September. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up. You can have a free coaching session with me. That's the point of it, is really giving back, and it helps me deepen my practice, and also just really have the joy of just coaching with no strings attached. And I love to be able to hopefully help people start to see what direction to go when they're wanting to shift their relationship with food and do some healing in that arena. Because it's pretty powerful. The sessions are pretty powerful. We can make a lot of progress in that short time. And then it also gives you an opportunity to see if my coaching style is something that is, something that you'd be interested in checking out further. There's no sales pitch on the call, but if I think you're a good fit for my cohort, and if you're interested in potentially working with me further, then I do follow up, and we have a separate conversation about that. So if you're interested in working with me, and you just want to try to start on that path of what direction to go, either one, then, sign up for a Nourish You session. If you've already done a Nourish You session, or if you've worked with me in the past and you are interested in the fall cohort, just send me a private message, or you can also go on my website. There's like a contact me, work with me page. And I'll get together with you. We can chat on the phone, and I'll tell you all about it. I'm really excited. I can feel the magic already with it. And I know that the people who I've worked with already really love the idea. So, I think bringing community into this work is really critical. So I'm thrilled that now I've got a pathway for that. All right. I hope you have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon.